Welcome back, guys. I've got something completely different from today. I was not expecting to do a video like this, at least for a while. You know what? Speaking of this being different, let's change this up.
Good job first. Diamonds in my chain go. Okay. Every 20 minutes change clothes. I had a meal before the label. Just as long as they know money made me do it.
Well, this is different. This is new. Is this gonna work? I have no goddamn clue. Dr. Seuss. So, I mentioned in yesterday's vlog that I had something completely different, completely off the radar coming. This is my 2015 MacBook Pro. Now, I have an issue with this computer. I mentioned it not too long ago in a vlog. Whenever I go out, I have to bring external hard drives with me, and the reason being is because when I bought this computer, when I constructed it, I chose the smallest internal memory due to budget constraints, and I thought, like, no big deal if I have to bring external hard drives with me everywhere. Yeah, I messed up. It's actually incredibly annoying. This company called Tardisk reached out to me in response to that video, saying that they had a solution to my storage issues that I have with my MacBook. They sent me over this product, and essentially what this guy is storage expansion for the MacBooks. Basically, it pops into the SD card slot of your MacBook, merges itself with your internal hard drive to expand it. They offer it in two different sizes currently, 128 gigabytes and 256. I'm really excited to try this guy out because I'd really like to be able to go work places without having to bring external hard drives everywhere. Go ahead and bust this bad boy open. So this is what we're looking at. This basically what looks to be half an SD card. It has an aluminum unibody, and it's kind of flat and flush on the back side. So as you pop it into the slot, I'm imagining that it sits like nice and flush. It's the same aluminum sort of finish as the MacBook, so it should look good once it's in there. Now, I did do some research into this guy prior to them sending it over to me. Essentially, the one downside that I found is it does have to remain in the MacBook at all times. It cannot be removed without a deinstallation process. And there's an installation process which I'm gonna kind of go through here. Okay, so the first step that they have on the guide is to create a time machine backup of your MacBook Pro. Now, if you don't already do that on a regular basis, I highly recommend you do. I fairly regularly back up my MacBook to just a basic external hard drive. That is this guy's sole purpose. It just gets backed up usually like once a week. I probably should do it a little more often, but once a week, stays in a drawer, super simple. Okay, so now our first step is to turn off File Vault. So we're gonna go to System Preferences. We're gonna go to File Vault. I don't even have it on, perfect. Our third step is to unplug all devices and have at least 10% free space. Disconnect any external hard drive, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're all good to go here. Nothing's connected. I have plenty of space. This next step is optional, however, highly recommended, and it's to confirm that your existing internal hard drive is running properly before pairing it to the device. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna boot into single user mode, press the power button, and hold down the Command and S keys at the same time until a text screen appears. So now that we're all powered down here, we're gonna go ahead and press the power button, the Command key, and the S key all simultaneously. Okay, so this kind of looks like a command prompt type screen root system. So essentially we're gonna type this, which is FSCK space -FY. And if I'm not mistaken, what this is doing is checking the integrity in the file structure of every volume of your MacBook's internal hard drive to make sure that we're good to go. Okay, so it's finished. So now we're gonna go ahead and type reboot, press enter. The computer's gonna go through and we're gonna reboot. Now, the next step is also optional. It is to verify the hard drive. Basically, this is gonna check the hard drive's health to ensure that it is, again, functioning properly. Okay, so now we need to close all our programs. Now we're gonna go ahead and take and slide the Tardisk itself into the SD card slot, but tight fit. Yeah, they really don't want that thing coming out. Okay, sweet. It sits nice and flush. Now up in the top right corner, you'll notice Tardisk popped up, and inside of that is Tardisk Pair, which is the application. Now, there's a warning that pops up before we run it. I accept the terms of service. I've read and understand the instructions, and I have a recent time machine backup of my system. We have done all of those things. Go ahead and continue. The computer rebooted. We're getting back in now. And now, so we have this small little window here, and as you hover over the pair, it shows us the amount of memory we're gaining. So as I mentioned, you cannot remove the Tardisk while it is paired with your computer because you could potentially lose data, maybe damage your internal hard drive. So it remains in there until you decide to deinstall it. Now, here's the kind of downside that I see with that. Let's say you did start to fill up even, the extra space that you have, and then you therefore have more on your computer than your original internal hard drive. At that point, what you'd have to do is essentially clear enough space off of your computer, whether it be, moving stuff to an external hard drive or whatever, to then therefore have the data on your computer back to under the original size of your internal hard drive. That being said, it is now complete. It's wanting me to restart my computer once again, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Well, there we go, guys. That's pretty much all I have for you at this point. I am going to be doing a follow-up video to this, talking about more of my impressions, if it hinders my computer's performance at all, if I run into any issues whatsoever. But thank you, Tardisk, for sending this over. Super, super happy to use it. Glad I could do a video for you guys. Now, whenever I go to coffee shops or friends' houses or just wherever, I can get work done without necessarily having to bring my external hard drives with me. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a little different than anything I've ever done before. Please give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to check out Tardisk if you haven't already. If you have a MacBook and need to expand your storage, which I know a lot of people have that issue, check them out. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys soon. I normally do the